It's Megan Roosevelt, your Healthy Grocery Girl and registered dietitian, and you're watching the Healthy Grocery Girl Show. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make no-bake breakfast bars. Now this recipe is a twist on my coconut apricot bite recipe. I'll put the link below. It's up on HealthyGroceryGirl.com for you to go check it out. But today we're making almond apricot bars. To make this recipe, you're going to need unsweetened shredded coconut, dried apricots, some coconut oil, sea salt, almonds, rolled oats, parchment paper. You're going to need a spoon or spatula, a pair of scissors, and a baking sheet, preferably rectangular in size, 2 dishcloths, more on that later. You're gonna need a measuring cup, a measuring spoon, a tablespoon. I've already pre-measured that out for our coconut oil, and then a food processor to pulse everything together. So to get started, we're going to just start adding our ingredients into the food processor. So first we're going to add in 1 cup of shredded coconut. All right, I buy this straight from the bulk section at the grocery store. That way you can get the exact amount of ingredients that you need. So we'll add in our unsweetened shredded coconut. Next, we're going to add in our apricots or apricots. Now you'll notice that these are actually darker in color. Most apricots are that bright orange color. These are Turkish apricots, so they're a little bit different looking. And we're also gonna add in 1 cup of this. Perfect. Now the apricots is what really binds everything together. So you're welcome to add actually more apricots if you find your bars become a little bit too crumbly. You can add a 1.5 cup of apricots to bind it together more. Next we're gonna add in coconut oil. I get organic, unrefined coconut oil, 1 tablespoon. So we'll just add that in. And then set this stuff aside so you guys can really see what I'm doing. Next, we're gonna add in some oats. I like to get rolled oats for this recipe instead of quick oats. Quick oats, when you pulse together, it becomes really fine, almost like oat flour. Steel cut oats has a much grittier texture, and I just find that that's not as enjoyable for this recipe. So rolled oats is perfect. And we're just gonna add in here a 1/2 cup of rolled oats. You're noticing that this is getting really full. I tend to love to add as much as I can into the food processor. Mine's about a medium size. If I had a bigger food processor, that would actually be even better. So if you have a big food processor, a large food processor, go ahead and use that. Okay, so next we're gonna add in a 1/2 cup of almonds. Do a little bit more. Now this is gonna add protein into your bars. Protein, fiber, as well as some vitamin E. Vitamin E is an antioxidant. Okay, I think we have everything, except last we're gonna add in some sea salt. So we're just gonna add in, say 2 good pinches of sea salt here. It's really going to bring out a lot of the flavor. So that's it. Lastly, we're just going to put the lid on, and then we're gonna pulse everything together. Alrighty, make sure that if there's the top piece, that is secure in place. Otherwise, things are gonna go flying. Okay, so next what you're gonna need is a pan. This is where we're gonna use our parchment paper. So before this step, actually, let me show you what we got here. All right, we'll take the lid off, and you'll notice that the result is this really flaky, fine consistency of all the ingredients, and that's exactly what you're looking for, okay? So now we're gonna add our parchment paper. Grab a little piece here. Just measure out about the length of your pan. And then we're just gonna add this in here, kind of press down. It's okay if it doesn't stick perfectly. Now this is where you're going to want to perhaps use a little spatula. So we're just gonna take the mixture and we're gonna dump it into our pan. Removing this little centerpiece, we'll set that aside. Just spoon everything out. Make sure you have every little bit that you can. So now the result you can see is just this batter. It's really great batter. And then from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our hands and we're just gonna start smushing all of the ingredients together. Smush it down. And this really smushing process, I don't really think that's a technical term, but I like to use it. This smushing process is what's gonna help all of the ingredients stick together and really bind together. Now, little story, you'll notice that this batter doesn't actually fill up the entire pan. This pan is a little bit big for the amount of batter, and that's completely okay. When I first started cooking, I was really intimidated. If I saw a recipe and I didn't have all the exact ingredients or all the exact equipment, right size pan, I would maybe not even try making it. And but the more I started cooking and experimenting, the more confident that I got and realizing that it's okay if you don't have all the right equipment, it's okay if you don't have all the right exact ingredients. If you don't have almonds, use peanuts or walnuts. If you don't have apricots, you could try raisins. You could also try dates. Dates would be fantastic. So cooking doesn't have to be perfect. Things don't have to be perfect to still be fun, delicious, and enjoyable. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you what we have created here. This is also kind of an arm workout. Okay, great. This is why we have towel number 1 I don't know how impressive that was. Towel number 1 to wipe off our hands. Okay, so now what we've created is this really finely pressed batter. And what we're gonna do with towel number 2 is we're going to put this in the freezer. I like to just cover this with a towel. And we're gonna set this in the freezer for about 4 hours minimum, but ideally you wanna put these in the freezer overnight. And since this is a no-bake bar, that's what's helping the bar set, is putting it in the freezer. We're not baking it. So I'm gonna go put this in the freezer. I'll be right back. Okay, luckily for you, you do not have to wait until tomorrow for these bars to set before I'm gonna show you what they look like. So what I've done is I've already pre-chopped up these bars. I'm gonna show you what these look like. So here we have our almond apricot bars, and I like to put them on these little pieces of parchment paper, which I'm gonna show you how to make those in a minute. So we just have these great little bars. They're perfect for breakfast. They're perfect to add into lunches, as an afternoon snack. They're even great as dessert because they have the sweetness from the coconut. For full details on how to make this recipe and for more nutrition information, head on over to HealthyGroceryGirl.com. I'll put the link below for you to do so. Basically, anytime you're looking for more information, there's gonna be a link below. Okay, now we have to try a bite of these. They are a little crumbly, but that's okay. Sweetness, salty, the texture is there. If the crumbliness of these bars bother you, it could be one of two things. Your apricots could just be too dried out, or you need to add more apricots in, which is perfectly fine to do so. You could add in twice as many apricots, 2 cups instead of 1, and it would make this an even sweeter bar, and it would really bind everything together even more. I love this. It is breakfast week on Healthy Grocery Girl, and that means all week long I'm sharing with you breakfast recipes for back to work, back to school, and for the fall season. Coming up tomorrow, I'm sharing with you how to make apple almond butter overnight oats. This is a great make-ahead breakfast you're definitely going to want to watch to see how to make this recipe. Also, if you're loving Healthy Grocery Girl videos, make sure to click the little red subscribe button wherever that is. It's free and it's a great way to never miss a video. If you end up making this recipe, I want to know. If you post a picture on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, make sure to include hashtag Healthy Grocery Girl and tag me in it. If I see it, I'll share it. So I'll put Healthy Grocery Girl's social media links below so you can connect with me further. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I know that you're all really busy. I hope that you'll try this almond apricot bar and that it's a great fall breakfast recipe for you. And remember, things don't have to be perfect to turn out delicious, and eating healthy really can be easy when you combine healthy grocery finds with real whole foods. I'm Megan Roosevelt, your Healthy Grocery Girl and registered dietitian, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. I love to eat. Eating is good. I like to eat. You know you should. I like to eat. Every single day. I like to eat. Hey, it's okay to eat. Oh yes, I promised I would show you guys how to make the little teeny parchment papers. So what I do, I just take some parchment, perfect, and I actually just kind of measure out the size of the bar. Cut a piece here, like so. Measure out again. That's about right, and that's about right. So now we have these little pieces of paper. Now these little pieces of paper are great because you can put them in between your bars as you put them in a container to store them in the fridge or freezer, and it keeps them from sticking together. So I like to use them in that way. Parchment paper, that's how you make it, and that's how you use it.
Become a Healthy Grocery Girl nutrition plan member and enjoy premium content such as meal plans, nutrition education, how-to guides, and community chats. Join us today at HealthyGroceryGirl.com. For free recipes and videos, subscribe to the Healthy Grocery Girl YouTube channel. Have a great day!